put into words or whatever.
So the topic right now is going to be dogmen in existence. Skinwalker Ranch. Look it up. You don't know what it is, just look it up. It's a real place. Government spent $22 million funding to get to the bottom of their bullshit. But what happens there? They still have no answer. No one does. One of the things they saw was dogmen. We were just breaking down dogmen, what dogmen means. Dogmen are men standing like men. They're dogs, but they stand like men. And what happens with that is it doesn't look normal at all, right? Me and my partner here were just talking about things that happen that are paranormal and no one knows what it is or how it could be. For example, my father, rest in peace, had mentioned as a child he had seen something very bizarre, and he was in Northern California with his brothers playing in a field. And to preface this, my dad was never a guy to bullshit me about things that had happened or things that happened in his life. Not much of a jokester. So when I heard him tell the story, he mentioned that he was playing in a field at the end of his block, and there was a couple of his brothers and his sister there too, who I'm going to probably catch up with again and knock that out and see if she's got more information for me. But a man came up to them and had asked them, do you guys know what time it is? And it's getting kind of late type of vibe. And being their kids, they kind of paid attention to what he was saying, because that's what kids do usually. I mean, back then, early 60s probably. And they had said that they looked at the man, and he said, it's getting late, you guys should probably go home. And what my father had told me is that they had looked down to where he was standing on their block, facing a big field, and he had the legs of a chicken, if you believe that. I had a hard time as a kid believing that, or actually I heard it as an adolescent from what I recall. But so that kind of brought up the topic of and then they all just ran home after that. But that brought up the topic of what happens afterwards. And I followed Skinwalker Ranch a lot. Heavy paranormal activity in Utah, the Inuit Basin over there. And so many times reported again and again and again of people seeing actual. Now brace for this. This is some shit you're gonna have to really brace for in this one. This is not me making some shit up. This is not me pretending to be something more than it is. Not embellishing some shit. Many accounts of what I'm about to tell you people seeing. So okay, what is it they have there again? It's the BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, right? That's like the police state there. They're in charge of handling all the problems in their territory. The BIA, much like the police or FBI or CIA, that's the authority there. And they had gotten a call to a certain spot on Skinwalker Ranch, and they approached what appears to be two men smoking cigarettes, and they just normal protocol, and two men in the distance looked like they were wearing like trench coats of sorts, and they approached the guys, and the two men throw down their cigarettes and head out. So as the BIA approaches the scene, they notice that the butt's on the ground still, and one of the guys says to the other guy, "I swear I saw those were dogs. Those guys were not men. They were dogs." They took a look at their legs. One of the guys said he took a look at the legs, and the other guy says, "Yeah, I thought it looked very strange. I actually didn't really feel comfortable pulling up at all." But that's multiple accounts of these dog men, and they seem to always be wearing trench coats and smoking cigarettes. So if you get some time on your hands from watching useless garbage on YouTube and other bullshit, take 5 minutes out and look up something that actually is real. It's not some sort of like Kesha video or something, and check out Skinwalker Ranch if you get a chance, because it will blow your mind. And if you want to get deep into it, that's not even touching the tip of the iceberg in this thing. It's not even close. But I encourage you to honestly delve into the world of Skinwalker Ranch, and don't go too far, because there are also stories of things following people home, which is not something you want in your household. So I tell you that with caution, and take heed to what others have said about this place. It is not a joke. It is not a place where you want to mess with. There are many books written on this place. There are many people that live around that place that have countless stories of unbelievable things they've seen. Dark figures coming out of portals, dark entities creeping around the household there. This is just an intro video to this. I just had to start this somewhere. This is something I've been obsessed with for years now. And take a look into it yourself. If you want to watch a documentary, watch Hunt for the Skinwalker. I think it's on YouTube or whatever, or Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. And there are many people that are deep in this category of paranormal activity, and it is nothing to be sneezed at, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, also subscribe to my account, because I'm about to give up entirely. If you understand my sentiment with this thing, because I am becoming depressed and I'm ready to pull the trigger, or something along those lines. Okay, take care, and I'll see you
In the afterworld.